nihilism, I think people conflate it with pessimism. Oh, you're just a pessimist. You're just a nihilist. They use the terms interchangeably.
Yeah.
And if I'm not here to be a dictionary for you, and so if you mean the same thing by it, I'm not going to get upset by that, Matt. But it seems to me that these are two unique points of view in the world.
Yeah. Yeah. And both, by the way, weirdly, again, this is a bit counterintuitive at first, but strangely connected to a belief in something perfect. So to take the example of the pessimist, if you're depressed that your life hasn't worked out and you've got a pessimistic view, it's because in some counterfactual way, in some possible world, you're imagining that you could have been happy. So weirdly, you're in the world saying, like, things aren't working out, life is terrible, it's awful. What I will find is maybe some relationship that you wish had worked out, or some job you wish you'd taken, something where you've a fantasy that in some other world it would be great. And that's what feeds pessimism. Whenever you realize that all of life has a certain struggle and trauma within it, so there's no kind of like perfect life you could have had, weirdly, you overcome pessimism. So in other words, if you're depressed, the way to get over depression is to be more depressed, right? The problem is we're not depressed enough. We're not pessimistic enough. This is the Nietzschean idea of nihilism is only overcome when you fully enter into nihilism.
Right.
Paul Tillich, in a beautiful book called The Courage to Be, says that meaninglessness, the experience that life has no meaning, is not something to fight. It's not something to set up a wall against. He says, what you have to do is you go into that darkness. You go into the dark night of the soul, into that cloud of unknowing, into the heart of that darkness. And he says, and when you do that, you will find the way out. It's like an escape room where the only way out is to go deeper in.
Yeah.